Hello all, welcome to Studio Band Pilates. Today it is, oh my God, I can't even say what month it is. It's May 25th. I almost said March, then I almost said February. It's May 25th, it's Wednesday, it's a mat roller balance class. As always, please take care of yourself. If you have any injuries and limitations, we'll provide some options and variations that hopefully work for you. If they don't, place them to the side, bring in your own favorite options or variations. If that doesn't work, take a stretch, take a break. Do a different movement, even outside the family of exercises that I could be offering. The thing to take care of is yourself. So you want to be in control of that. So if something doesn't work, you just stitch it. It's a reminder there is no class this Monday, but I can always send you an archive class. So if you want something, I can send that to you. Today we'll get started standing. I might roll it close to me, but I'm not going to use it for this first part. I don't think I'm going to dip this down a little bit more. Nothing unusual for the first part of this. So we'll just stand in a functional parallel position with the feet and the legs. Ears, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles in alignment the best you can find. An upright posture, just drop your arms down very side, looking straight ahead. Inhale, the shoulders hit the ears. Then exhale, you'll slide the shoulder blades down the back of the body. Yeah. Inhale, the shoulders hit the ears. And exhale, slide them down. Inhaling the shoulders up. And exhale, slide them down. Inhaling the shoulders up. And exhale, slide them down. Inhaling the shoulders up. And exhale, slide them down. Moving to shoulder rolls around the shoulders back, up, round and forward. And then again, back, up, running forward, and back, up, running forward, and back, up, running forward. One more time, back, up, running forward. Now keep the arms long, just swing the arms back, up, and around. Yeah, back, up, and around. So they're just long arms. You go where you go here. Yeah, back, up, and around. Back, up and around, and one more time, back, up and around. I'm gonna bring this back from last week. So you're gonna bring this right arm, you're gonna swing it back and swim it forward. Left arm, back and forward. So a couple different options here as you do this relatively in a moderate cadence, so nothing too quick. So I can keep my pelvis stable and just allow my torso to move, because my torso will move here. Or I can allow my pelvis and torso to move. Depends on what feels good for you. I did my pelvis on Monday, so I'm going to try to keep my pelvis stable today and just move through the torso instead, just to give it a different feel. And then drop the arms down very side. Let's reverse the shoulder circles, dropping the arms down, shoulders come forward, up, around to the back. Forward, up and 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 around to the back. One more time. Forward, up and around to the back. Now keep the arms long. Swing the arms forward, back, and around. Arms come forward, up, back, and around. Forward, up, back, and around. So any range of motion that works for you. And as you do this, can you keep your shoulders away from your ears relatively? So don't let the shoulders shrug all the way up. There's nothing wrong with shrugging the shoulders. It's just a different movement. Yeah. Let's drop the arms down your side. We'll start with one arm. So now the right arm's going to swing back. Left arm swings back. And then you're going to allow your torso to move. And if you want the pelvis and the torso to move, feel free. We'll just demonstrate that there. And again, today, I'm going to keep my pelvis stable and just rotate through my torso instead, because I did the pelvis combination with the torso on Monday. Yeah, like a backstroke. Yeah. And then one more time each side. And just relax. Now, you're going to keep this parallel position of your feet and your legs. Nothing too big here. Yeah. So you're going to do a knee bend and then straighten. And this knee bend is any amount for you. I'm focusing on keeping my feet very much connected to the floor, so I'm not letting my heels rise up. Yeah, and then I'm trying not to track my pelvis under or slightly or tilt it back. So I'm just trying to drop the pelvis down. So that will limit your range of motion here. So it won't be very big. Yeah, for most of us. But it all depends on the Achilles tendon. If the Achilles tendon is really long and mobile, then you can go a little bit deeper. Yeah, and then one more time here. And stand up and check it out. So we're going to keep this somewhat parallel position, and I'm going to move into something that will be a little bit fuller expression at the end of class. I'm going to take this right leg, I'm going to flex the foot, and you're going to bring it forward in front and then behind. Yeah, so we'll do this slightly profile. Forward and back. Forward and back. So it's a little bit of a balance challenge, perhaps, just standing on this one foot doing this. Yeah. One more time, back, and then just step down. Now we do the left foot flexes. You're gonna reach it forward and back. And then here, I'm trying to keep my pelvis stable, but I could also move it if I wanted. That will come into play later because we'll probably want to move our pelvis a little bit. Yeah, and then back and then step it down. So now to build on top of that, I'm gonna add a little knee pumping, and that knee will bend as my leg comes forward. It will straighten as it goes to the side, and it goes back, it'll bend again. But you find the knee bend that works for you. So right leg goes, I'm bend my left knee, straighten it, and then bend as I reach back. So there's gonna be a little pumping. This will be important later, and that'll become more apparent down the line. And I keep the foot flexed so it doesn't like drag on the floor, right? And my arms just kind of go where they go to help me balance as I look around the room and the camera and I get a little off balance. Yeah, we'll do this one more time to the front and one more time to the back. It happens in step down. Yeah, and then left foot flexes. I'm gonna bend as my leg crosses, straighten to the side, bend it goes back. Yeah, and again, I can move my arms to help me balance. I can also try to keep them stable if that works better for me. I can get them out of the way also. So, and again, your knee bend might be a little bit different. That's fine. You find a movement that works for you, and you'll see how this will come into play later on soon enough. Yeah. Oh, almost off balance, and then step down and check it out. And that, my right leg got really like tired very quick. All right, so we're gonna come down onto the mat and pull the mat back, and you are gonna bring your roller into play now. Roll it in the center of the mat. Now I am going to dip my camera angle down as well. Yeah. So that's gonna, I always do this, like, does that look good? I think it will. Okay. All right, so head and tail fully supported on the roller. Yeah. Thinking about, so your knees bent, feet flat. Think about your thigh bones pointing straight out of the hip sockets. Heels in line with the sits bones, feet just pointing straight ahead. So a relative functional parallel position with your feet and your legs. From there, can you find weight into the feet? Big toe, pinky toe, heel connection of each foot. Yeah. And then you're gonna find weight into the hands. And this is just where you're gonna take inventory. Just take note, you're not trying to change anything there. And one side might feel different than the other. So it could be a pinky weight, maybe a thumb weight side or some in the palm. So you know where I am at, it's more right center of the palm for me and left pinky where the weight is falling. I'm just taking note. And then I'm gonna find weight to the center back of the skull. So the chin isn't pointing up towards the ceiling too much nor down towards the chest. So I'm just trying to recreate a natural relative curve to the back of my neck. Yeah. And then as I settle into this alignment, can I just relax my throat, forehead, jaw, and shoulders the best you can. We'll take some centering breaths by taking the inhale to the sides and the back to the ribs. Then exhale, scoop the belly, draw the navel up and in and without changing the spine or the pelvis. Just a light engagement with those abdominals. Inhaling again to the sides and the back. And then exhale, sink the belly, draw the navel in. Lightly engage those abdominals. Inhaling again to the sides and the back. And then exhale, sink the belly, draw the navel in, lightly engage the abdominals. Inhaling again to the sides and the back. And then exhale, sink the belly, draw the navel in, lightly engage the abdominals. One more time, please. Inhaling again to the sides of the back. And then exhale, sink the belly, draw the navel in, lightly engage the abdominals. Sticking with that breath, take a deep inhale. Exhale, you'll float both arms up towards the ceiling. Let's go ahead and rotate those palms to face inward. Fingertips are just floated over the shoulders. Arms are parallel to each other to start off with. From here, on the exhale, you're gonna open up the right arm to the side. So the arm's gonna float off the mat. So it's gonna be perpendicular to mat. Bring that arm right back up, or parallel to mat, depending on how you look at it. And then the left arm opens up to the side. And bring it right back up. So the temptation is as I open up the right arm to the side, I let my knees drift to the left. So I try to stand strong to those feet. So I stay relatively in the center and exhale, left arm up to the side. So the weight distribution changes. That's usually why we want to shift. Yeah. Inhale the arm right back up because we're on the cylinder, right? And then exhale, right arm opens up. And then inhale up. And then exhale, left arm opens up. Inhale up. One more time each side, right arm opens up. Try to stay stable. Inhale back up. And then left arm opens up. Inhale back up, you'll pause. Rotate your palms to face forward. On the exhale, right arm's gonna reach back, keep the ribs dropping down. Any amount for that arm to reach back. Doesn't have to be super huge. Bring that arm right back up. Left arm reaches back, shoulder down away from the ear. Ribs drop down. Inhale that arm right back up. Exhale, right arm reaches back, ribs are dropping. Inhale up. And then exhale, left arm reaches back, ribs are dropping. Inhale right back up. Exhale, right arm reaches back. Inhale up, and then exhale, left arm reaches back. Inhale right back up. Now pause here. On the exhale, both arms reach back. And then inhale the arms right back up. You're gonna rotate your palms to face each other, and then both arms open up to the side. So we're going for a combination right away. Inhale the arms right back up. Palms face forward, reaching both arms back. Inhale right back up. Palms face each other, both arms open up. Inhale right back up, palms face forward, reaching both arms back. Inhale right back up, palms face each other, both arms open up. Inhale right back up. This is our last one. Palms face forward, reaching both arms back. Inhale right back up, palms face each other, both arms open up to the side. Yeah. Inhale right back up, palms face forward, and then both arms can come forward and down from that. Excuse me. Allergies are really kicking in today for whatever reason. All right, so arms side by side. You can keep your arms onto the mat, but if you like, and you've been with me, you can float the forearms off the mat for a little bit of a stability challenge. So the elbows just connect. Some of us, our arms may not feel long enough to do that. Just leave the forearms down. And if you start off this way and you want to change your mind, place the forearms down. It's no big deal. Moving on to the legs now. You'll take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, to see the belly, draw the right leg to a tabletop position. You're standing strong to this left foot. Inhale to hold it. Then exhale, place the foot back down. Inhale in here. Exhale, left leg floats up, standing strong to that right foot. Yeah. Inhale to hold. Then exhale, place the foot back down. Inhale in here. Exhale, right leg floats up. Inhale to hold. Then exhale, place the foot back down. Inhale in here. Exhale, left leg floats up. Inhale to hold. Exhale, place the foot back down. Moving on, you'll take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, you'll draw the right leg to a tabletop, leave the leg there. Inhale in here, exhale, left leg floats up to meet the right leg. Yeah, jump up on the feet, keep the tabletop position of the legs, squeeze the inner thighs together. On the exhale, send toes and thigh bones forward, just about 3 inches in front, nothing too big. Inhale right back in. Exhale, send toes and thigh bones forward. Inhale in 2 more times. Toes and thigh bones forward. Bring it back in. Last one, toes and thigh bones forward. Bring it back in. Now keep the jump up on the feet without changing the shape of the legs. Exhale, right toe taps down towards the mat. Inhale that leg right back up. Exhale, left toe taps down. Inhale up. Exhale, right toe taps. Inhale, keep the knee from bending. Exhale, left toe taps. It's already in the shape. Inhale right back up. One more time. Exhale, each side. Right toe taps down. Inhale up, and then exhale, left toe taps down. Inhale up. Now flex the feet strongly. Keep the inner thighs connected. I'm gonna shift the knees to the right, lower legs go left, so it's like a skiing position. Inhale back to center. Knees left, lower legs right. Not very big for most of us. Come back to center, knees right, lower legs left. And center, knees left, lower legs right. And center, knees right, lower legs left. Center, knees left, lower legs right. Center. Now pause here, keep the feet flexed. Exhale, extend both legs up to the ceiling. Then bring the legs back to tabletop. Exhale, extend both legs up. Back to tabletop. Exhale, extend both legs up. Back to tabletop. Exhale, extend both legs up. Can you keep them there? I don't know. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, any amount. You need to soften the knees a little bit. It's fine. Then bring the legs back to tabletop. Right foot back down first, followed by the left. Both feet come back down. Arms down onto the mat for your side. If you need to check out your legs, you can certainly do that. That feels like it's necessary for you. Take a moment. Then once you found yourself back to that center alignment of the roller, take the interlacing fingers and place the palms behind the skull. And just allow your elbows to slightly come forward so you can see them in your peripheral vision. Take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, you'll nod the head around, front up, abdominal curl, looking towards your belly, thighs, your knees. Hopefully not the ceiling. Inhale to hold. Exhale, coming right back down. Inhale and exhale again. Nod the head around, spine up, abdominal curl. Inhale to hold. Then exhale, coming right back down. Inhale and exhale again. Nod the head around, spine up, abdominal curl. Inhale to hold, and exhale coming right back down. Inhale in here, exhale again, nod the head around the spine up, abdominal curl. Inhale, hold, hold. Exhale, coming right back down. Take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, nod the head around, spin up, abdominal curl. Pause. Take a deep inhale and exhale, turn the torso towards the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn the torso towards the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn the torso towards the right and center. Turn the torso towards the left and center. Last set. To the right and center, to the left. Yeah. And center. Pause in the center. Exhale, round up 1 more inch, and then come all the way down. Deep inhale in here. Exhale, nod the head, round the spine up, abdominal curl. Pow. Now release the right hand, cross over the left side of the body. You got 8 pulses through. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand goes behind the skull. Left hand releases over to the right for 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand behind the skull. Now, where your legs are at, keep the abdominal curl where it is. Just open up your legs to like a little diamond or a frog. You don't have to move your feet. They're going to be separated. Release both hands through the diamond shape of the legs. 8 pulses through. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands behind the skull. Stamp those feet down. Bring the legs back to alignment. Round yourself all the way down. And then you can place your arms back on the mat for a moment. Just rock and roll if you need to a little bit. Yeah, and then we're going to go ahead and float the arms up towards the ceiling. Keep the palms facing forward. We're going to move on to balance. So with this balance, heel lift, toe taps are always there if you need them, because we are going to lift the leg up. And remember, save yourself enough the exercise. So if you need to place a foot down, recalibrate, bring it back up. Fine. Deep inhale in here, exhale. Float the right leg to a tabletop. Could just be a little heel lift. Maybe it's a toe tap. You're going to place the foot back down. Inhale in here, exhale, left leg floats up. Yeah. Then place the foot back down. Exhale, right leg floats up. And place the foot back down. Exhale, left leg floats up. And place the foot back down. Now, for me, turn your palms to face each other. You're going to float the right leg to a tabletop and leave the leg there. Now you're going to send the left arm open to the side, any amount. It's not going to be very big. Bring it right back. Left arm open up the side. And bring it back. Now, can you send the left arm open up to the side? And can you send that right leg forward? I don't know. Bring it back in, everything back in, and then place the foot back down. Rotate that left palm face forward. Yeah. Or actually, just leave the palms facing each other. Just leave it there. Now, left leg will float up. 2 times here, open up that right arm to the side and bring it back. Any amount, doesn't have to go all the way open. Right arm opens up the side, any amount. Bring it back. Now, right arm opens, left leg drifts forward, only 1 time here. Everything comes back in, what? And then place the foot back down. Now both palms can face forward, arms go back onto the mat by your side. From here, you're gonna rock back and forth on the roller. So you can just keep your arms and legs where you're at, just rock back and forth, which means the rolling or rocking is small. If you wanna make it a little bit bigger, just open up your arms and legs a little bit so you can get a little bit more surface area of the back body. If you really want the fullest surface area of the back body, lift up 1 arm and leg the way that you're drifting away from, and you'll get more surface of the shoulder blade, get a little bit of the side part of the glutes here. Yeah, or the booty. Yeah, so you find where you go. Not all of these always feel good to everyone, so you find what works, and maybe you'll come right off the roller instead of doing any of this. It's fine. And then come back to the center line. Then gonna roll up to one side of the roller, going all the way onto the mat. Use your arms and legs to help you come down. And then if you like, hug the knees into your chest one at a time, or do a release that works for you. Yeah, yeah, it could be that diamond shape, ankles, hands into the ankles. Yeah, or just maybe even a full collapse could be super awesome. And wherever you're at, you're gonna find your feet flat, knees bent. You'll take your roller and you're gonna place it between the inner thighs. So I say center the roller between the inner thighs. It's gonna seesaw or come up and down a little bit or move a little bit. So if you need to adjust it at any time, feel free. You don't have to roll, the roller doesn't roll. Hopefully you have a word because roller's the class today. But let's say the roller doesn't feel good, you can use a ball, you can use a folded up towel, you can use a pillow. And also just ditch any of those props here. Just don't have any prop between your knees, it's fine. Small range of motion here. We'll find this relative neutral position to start off with. And then take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, I want you to sink the belly, tilt the pubis bone into the lower back towards the mat, any amount. Some of us will connect really easily to the mat. Some of us will get close to it. Some of us might not even get close to it. But what we're trying to find is a curl here, the best we can find without using the quads or glutes too much. Inhale in here, exhale, release it back down to that neutral position. So we're going to go out of neutral and reestablish it. Deep inhale in here, exhale again. Sink the belly, tilt the feet on from the abdominals. Imprint any amount for you. Yeah. Inhale in here, exhale, release it back down to neutral position. Each body is different, so we go where we go. Deep inhale in here, exhale again. Sink, imprint. Find that curl that works for you. Inhale in here, exhale, release it back down to neutral. Inhale and exhale again. Sink the belly, tilt the feet into the lower back. Yeah. Inhale in here, exhale, release it back down to neutral. Inhale in here, exhale again. Sink the back or sink the belly, tilt the feet in from the spine. Now hold that there, engage your glutes to start to peel the tailbone away from that. Come up to a small bridge. So for me, that's core to height bridge. My measurement for me works well is a fist height from the measurement or fist height from the mat to the tailbone is a good measurement, but that may not work for you. So somewhere below halfway is good. Inhale in here, exhale, coming right back down. So I'm going to go past halfway. That's why I usually term it baby bridge. Inhale in here, exhale again. Sink, imprint, curl, engage your glutes. Find your small bridge, baby bridge, core height up. Somewhere below halfway, booty and lower back is disconnected from the mat. Inhale in here, exhale, coming right back down. Re-establishing yourself back to neutral. Inhale and exhale, sink, imprint the best you can, curl the tailbone, float yourself up. Baby bridge. Inhale in here, exhale, coming right back down. Finding that neutral position again. Inhale in here, exhale again, sink, curl, engage your glutes to float yourself up, find that baby bridge. You're gonna hold that there. You're gonna keep the legs relatively stable. They'll probably move a little bit, but you try to keep them as still as you can. Now slide the pelvis to the right. Yeah, and the lower back may not be very big. Inhale back to center. Then slide the pelvis to the left like a skateboard. Inhale back to center. Exhale, slide the pelvis to the right, like a tray going into an oven. Inhale back to center. Exhale, slide the pelvis to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, slide the pelvis to the right. And center, slide the pelvis to the left. And center, slide the pelvis to the right. And center, slide the pelvis to the left. And center, pause in the center here, and exhale, come all the way back down, re-establishing yourself back to that neutral position. Inhale in here, exhale again, sink the belly, curl the tailbone, float yourself up, find that small bridge again. This time, the legs will move, yeah? You draw this right hip out of the right armpit, you're gonna shorten the waist. Inhale, let it hip back down. Exhale, left hip, left armpit, shorten the waist. Inhale, back down. Exhale, right hip of the right armpit. Inhale down, exhale, left hip, left armpit. Inhale down, exhale, right hip of the right armpit. Inhale down, exhale, left hip, left armpit. Inhale down, exhale, right hip of the right armpit. Inhale down, exhale, left hip, left armpit. Inhale down, pause there, and then come all the way down. Yeah, re-establishing yourself back to neutral. Inhale in here, exhale again, sink the belly, curl the tailbone, pull yourself up, small bridge again. Legs will stay stable here. On the exhale, small range of motion, dip the right hip down just about an inch, creating a slip in the pelvis. Inhale, the hip back up, exhale, left hip dips down. Inhale, back up, exhale, right hip dips. Inhale up, exhale, left hip dips. Inhale up, exhale, right hip dips. Inhale up, exhale, left hip dips. Inhale up, last set, right hip dips. Inhale up, exhale, left hip dips. Yeah. Inhale up, pause here, exhale, come all the way down, finding that neutral position again. All right, so you're gonna take this roller, you're gonna place it to the side. Don't let it get too far away from you because I'm gonna have you grab it for the last part of the series of abdominals that are coming up now. So you need to hug your knees into your chest, feel free. Do that diamond shape. Maybe you're doing an internal rotation or constructive rest. Do what feels good. Wherever you're at, if you're not over here, go ahead and draw the knees into your chest. You're gonna place your hands on top of your shin so you can feel that imprint that works for you. And then you're gonna bring your legs to a tabletop. Go ahead and interlace your fingers, place the palms near the skull. Deep inhale in here, exhale, nod the head, round spine up, abdominal curl. Inhale to round yourself right back down. And again, exhale, round yourself up, abdominal curl. Inhale to round down. Exhale again, round yourself up, abdominal curl. Inhale down, exhale, round up, abdominal curl. Inhale down. Now exhale, round up, abdominal curl. Extend legs toward the ceiling at the same time. Bring the legs back to tabletop as you roll yourself down. Exhale, round yourself up and extend those legs. Inhale to round down, bend the legs back in. Exhale, round up and extend. Inhale to round down and bend. Exhale, round up and extend. Inhale, round down and bend. Here we go. Exhale, round up and extend. You're gonna pause. You're gonna send the legs to the right, center legs to the left, center pause, bring the legs back to tabletop as you roll yourself down. We'll do that one more time, but let's start with the left. Exhale, run yourself up and extend those legs. Then you're gonna shift the legs to the left or just tick-tock, back to center, legs to the right, and center, bend and roll yourself down. Now, this is where I'm gonna have you grab that roller. You might be like midway through, like the roller's too heavy. Even though we know it's light, it can get heavy real quick. So if you need to ditch it, feel free to ditch it. You're gonna extend your legs, but place the roller between your feet. And for me, and I'll do a side view of this, my roller is gonna be in front of my knees. If it's between my knees, then I have to hold it and my feet don't connect for me. So I find it easier to hold it between my feet and the roller just rests on top of my knees. Yeah, legs are up. Go ahead and interlace your fingers, place the palms behind the skull, roll up to your abdominal curl, nothing unusual here. Release the hands up for your feet. You got 8 pulses up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the legs drift to the left, arms drift to the right, 8 pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everything back to center. We did 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs drift right, arms drift left. We got 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. 4 more pulses up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees in, roll yourself down. And then you can place the roller to the side for a moment. I'm laughing because my pants are slidey and the roller wasn't wanting to cooperate with that. I can hold up my feet, but as I moved, my roller was sliding around. It was funny to me anyway. All right, release what you need to release. Keep the roller to the side for now. We're going to move on to the 100. So feet, and I'll run you through some options as you keep releasing. Feet flat, knees bent, great option. Yeah. Leveling up from there, you can bring your legs to tabletop. Leveling up from tabletop, wait for my cue. I'll round yourself up to extend your legs, and then that's where you can go and you can drift the legs at an angle that works for you. Wherever that is, it's your choice. We can always level up. We can also level down. We can do that incrementally. If we make a decision and we need to change our mind in either direction, feel free. Head can get heavy. So if you feel like you need to bring it down, then when you're ready, bring it back up, feel free. Also, you can keep it down the entire time and just pump the arms and continue to breathe. So I'll leave that up to you and through the variations without calling them out, just to avoid any confusion. I do enough cueing as it is. All right, here we go. Getting ready, leg position of choice. Float the arms up toward the ceiling, palms face forward. Take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, nod the head, press the arms down, roll up to your ball curl. Here we're going to pump and breathe those arms in 2, 3, 4, 5, and X2. And in 2, and X2, 3, 4, 5, and in. 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 And X2, 3, 4, 5. Pumping from the back of the armpits. Annex 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Annex 2, 3, 4, 5. Long from arms. Annex 2, 3, 4, 5. And in. Annex 2, 3, 4, 5. And pause. Take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, roll up 2 more inches from the abdominals, up the neck, chin to shoulders. Inhale in here. Exhale all the way out through the belly. In. Smile. Round yourself down. Hug the knees into your chest. Take a moment. You can look right. Look left. Maybe you're going to draw one knee in, other leg out. Feel free. Yeah. Okay, wherever you're at, draw the knees back into the chest or they're not already there. Go ahead and place your hands behind your thighs. Lower legs will be relaxed and folded. Take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, you'll nod the head. Send the thigh bones away and start to roll yourself up to a seated position. Feet will be flat, reach your arms forward. Lengthen the spine on the inhale. Exhale, scoot, curl, round yourself down, rolling back. Hands can always go behind the thighs. You can walk down one hand at a time, like rungs of a ladder, just assist yourself down. It's all good. Draw the knees into your chest, hands behind the thighs, lower legs relaxed and folded. Deep inhale in here, exhale, nod the head. From the thigh bones away, start to roll yourself up. Let's say I get stuck. I will hold this shape, and with mindful control, mindful rocking, I'll roll myself up without kicking out my legs the best I can. Raise your arms forward, shoulders down. Inhale in here, exhale, scoot, curl, round yourself down. Try to keep at least your heels connected to the mat if possible. Not everyone has the flexibility to keep the entire foot onto the mat, that's fine. Draw the knees into your chest, hands behind the thighs. Lower legs relaxed and folded. Deep inhale in here, exhale, nod the head. Send the thigh bones twice to warrior step up, rocking, rolling. Feet flat, reach your arms forward. Lengthen. Exhale, scoop, curl, round yourself down, rolling through. All the way down. Once you're done, draw the knees into your chest. Now your choice, hands to stay behind the thighs, so that works for you. You want to level up a little bit, try a little extra challenge. Hands to the shins, right below the knees. You can always change your mind. Deep inhale in here. Exhale, nod the head. Send the thigh bones away. Roll yourself up. Keep those elbows bent the best you can. Feet flat, reaching your arms forward. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, scoop, curl, round your step down, rolling through. All the way down. Draw the knees into your chest. Hands on top of the legs or behind the thighs, your choice. Deep inhale in here. Exhale, nod the head. Send the thigh bones away. Roll yourself up. Rocking and rolling. Reaching your arms forward. Inhale in here. Exhale, scoop, curl, round yourself down, rolling through. Yeah. Knees into the chest. Hands on top of the shins, right below the knees. Deep inhale in here. Exhale, nod the head. Send the thigh bones away. And again, start to roll yourself up. Once you're up, you can stay up. You want to check out your legs, feel free to do that. Okay. So I'm going to give us a little option that was on Monday. You can clasp your hands, and what's going to happen is your arms will be forward in front of you, right? So it'll be a little bit more pack work here. Yeah. If you need to go back to just open hands and arms, feel free. Second round, we'll be doing that with the roller. And so you'll probably want to find that, I don't know, like maybe a little bit past quarter, not all the way to the center. If I go to the center, it's right at my chest, so I want it slightly away from my chest. So you'll find the angle that works for you. First, we won't use the roller, but it is coming back. So knees bent, feet flat, clasp your hands. Yeah. Deep inhale in here, exhale, roll back halfway. Pause. Inhale in here, exhale, roll back 1 inch. Pause. Inhale in here, exhale, roll back 1 inch. Pause. Inhale in here, exhale, roll back 1 inch. Pow. Inhale in here, exhale, roll back 1 inch. Pow. Now, deep inhale in here, exhale, roll up an inch. Huh. Inhale in here, exhale, roll back an inch. Pow. Inhale in here, exhale, roll back an inch. Pow. Inhale in here, exhale, roll back an inch. Pow. Inhale in here, exhale, roll up an inch, only an inch. Inhale in here, exhale, roll back an inch. What? Inhale in here, exhale, roll back an inch. Shaky, shaky. Inhale in here, exhale, roll up an inch. Round yourself all the way down. What? You can release your hands. If you like, you have a choice. So I'm gonna, you can place your hands behind the thighs, put on top of your shins and just roll yourself up. But I'm gonna offer a straight leg, feet flexed, little roll up, arms up towards the ceiling, palms face forward. Deep inhale in here, exhale, nod the head around the spine, round yourself all the way up and sitting up nice and tall. All right, so now we're gonna take the roller into the hands. It's gonna change here a little bit. So when the roller's in my hands and my knees are bent, I might need to keep the roller at an angle. That's fine. We're gonna add a little rotation to this. So, and again, if you wanna ditch the roller, just go back to clasping hands. Feel free, you can do that at any time. Knees bent, feet flat. Take the roller where it works for you. Deep inhale in here, exhale. You're gonna roll back just halfway, pause. Now you're gonna twist to the right. Keep the knees in the center, come back to center. Twist to the left. And center, pause, roll back 1 inch. Pow, twist to the left. And center, twist to the right. And center, we add on, you're gonna roll back 1 inch. Pow, twist to the right, pause. Lift the arms up and down. Up and down, back to center. Roll back 1 inch. Twist to the left, arms up, arms down. Arms up, arms down, back to center, pause. Roll back 1 inch, we go to the left, twist to the left. Up and down, up and down, back to center, roll back 1 inch, to the right, up and down, back to the center, round yourself all the way down. What? Now let's take the roller perpendicular to the body, hands to the outside. Let's just do a little stretch by reaching the arms back. Maybe the arms go all the way to the mat. Maybe your ribs pop up, that's fine. Lengthen out your legs, you can flex your feet, send your heels towards the wall in front of you. The roller doesn't feel good, just dip it, ditch it, no big deal. Oh, the roller got away from me. I need it back. All right, from here, bring the roller at your belly, you can bend your knees for a moment. Yeah, shake out those arms if you need to. Moving on to a more traditional abdominals here. So hands to the outside of that roller. Flip the arms up towards the ceiling. back imprints. Right knee into the chest, full level left knee, both knees are in. Deep inhale in here, exhale, round up to your bell and curl. Pow. Keep the right knee there, so the left leg out long. Inhale in here, I'm gonna switch sides. Inhale, switching sides. Exhale and exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. In and X, and in. X and in. Exhale, exhale, both knees in. Roll yourself down, look right, look left. Yeah. Remember, you can always just the roller, just go to the more classic or historical version of it if you need to, which means you use your hands to the skull, lots of options. Yeah. All right, arms up toward the ceiling, back imprints. Right knee to the chest, follow the left knee. Deep inhale in here, exhale, round up to your bell curl. Then you're gonna extend those legs up toward the ceiling, turn the legs out so the legs are externally rotated. Any amount for you, you're gonna drop your legs a little or a lot and bring them right back up. Exhale, drop the legs, bring them back up. Exhale, drop the legs. Any amount, it's not very big at all. It could be only a quarter of an inch. So drop. Inhale up, exhale, drop. Inhale up, exhale, drop. Inhale up, pause, roll up 2 more inches, come all the way down, rolling through, look right, look left. We have one more, then I'll give you a formal release that we do. Yeah, thank God. All right, so hands to down, so the roller, pull the arms up for the ceiling. Back imprints, right knee to the chest, follow the left knee. Deep inhale in here, exhale, round yourself up to the abdominal curl. Pow, keep the right knee there, so the left leg out long. To the left armpit, draw towards right knee. Inhale in here, and then switch sides. Armpit towards knee, inhale, switching sides. Exhale, exhale, twisting the torso. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. In, and X. We switch sides once, hold here for the inhale, hold for the exhale, hold for the inhale, hold for the exhale, switch sides. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, switch. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, switch. Inhale, hold, exhale, exhale. Hug those knees in, roll down. You can place the roller to the side. Do a release that works for you, and then I'll give a more formal release in a moment. And just because, when you draw one knee in, or even both knees in, I usually show this parallel, but you can also do it turned out, right? You can pull it in a turned out position that works better for you. All right, wherever you're at, knees bent, feet flat, arms down by your side. You're gonna open up your arms a little bit, like you're exposing a superhero cape, or you're just gonna make the letter A with the top of your head. You're the peak of the A, maybe it's an upside down B, depends how you look at it. You're gonna heel toe your feet to at least the width of your pelvis. I go for my armpits, so it works best for my body. And you're gonna try to relatively keep your shoulder blades connected to the mat. You're not trying to jam them down, just trying to keep them fairly well connected, wherever that is for you. Now I change where this release and spiral goes. Deep inhale in here, exhale, allow your knees to the right, head can look left. Yeah. And come back to the center. Knees left, head right. And back to center. Knees right, head left. Breathe through this. On center. Knees left, head right. Excuse me. Inhale, center. Knees left, head right. I'm laughing because on Monday, I'm like, I feel a sneeze coming on. And so it never came until after class. Decided not to warn anyone today, and of course it happens, right? Knees center, head center. Knees to the left, head to the right. Knees and gaze back to the center. All right, and then you can heel toe your feet back to alignment. You're gonna grab your roller if you like. So we are gonna move on to full bridges here. So the roller is gonna go underneath the triangle of your legs. Yeah, and you might feel like, roller's not my jam today, just ditch it, place it aside, do everything that we do with feet full on the mat, right? You can do everything that we do. If you're ready and willing, you're gonna place your feet on top of that roller, arching the feet on top. And then everyone has a choice of keeping the arms onto the mat, which gives you the biggest base of support. Otherwise, flip the arms up toward the ceiling, taking that base of support away adds a little bit of extra challenge. If you like, you can always change your mind. Take a deep inhale in here, exhaling to sink the belly, curl the tailbone. Float your hips up to your bridge in a pathway that works for you. So it could be an articulated bridge up, it might be a flat back bridge up. It's up to you, whatever works best for you and your body. Inhale in here, exhale, coming back down. Again, flat back or rolling through. I encourage you to find the center line of the body the best you can. If you've been with me, we know I like to drift to the left, so I really have to focus on keeping my body in the center. Exhale, scoop, curl, float yourself up, which means I have to step onto my left foot. Otherwise, my left foot just doesn't want to work. Inhale in here, exhale, coming right back down. My left leg is like, the right is going to do everything. Why should I do anything? It's smart that way. Inhale in here, exhale again, sink, curl, floating yourself up. Finding that bridge that works for you. Inhale in here, exhale, coming back down. Back to neutral. Inhale in here, exhale again, scoop, curl, float yourself up, find your bridge. And we'll pause here. You're going to come down 1 or 2 inches, moderate pulses from your glutes. Press it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then come all the way down. Yeah. Inhale in here, exhale again, scoop the belly, curl the tailbone, float yourself up, find your bridge. Keep your hips level and even. Exhale, right leg close to tabletop. Inhale, left foot back down. Exhale, left leg floats up. Inhale, back down. Exhale, right leg floats up. Inhale down. Exhale, left leg floats up. Inhale down. Exhale, right leg floats. Inhale down. Exhale, left leg floats. Inhale down. One more time each side. Right leg floats and down, and then left leg floats and down. Pause. Pull the hips up a little bit higher and then come all the way down. Lengthen out your legs once. Yeah. So you're going to notice there's going to be a little leg swinging and a little pelvis twisting variation that comes through class. So not for the first bridge, but the second bridge that's coming up, I'm going to allow your leg to drift over, which means your hips will dip a little bit. When you come back to center, everything comes back to alignment. That will become clear as I move on. I just want to give you a little precursor. So wherever you're at, find that roller underneath your feet. Deep inhale in here, exhale, scoop, curl, pulling yourself up, find your bridge. Yeah. Right leg's going to float to tabletop, nothing unusual here. Send that right leg up. Right leg drops down to the high center, left leg, so you flex your foot down, point the foot up. Flex the foot down, point the foot up. Flex the foot down, point the foot up, flex the foot down, point the foot up, flex the foot down, point the foot up, pause, bring the leg back to tabletop, flip goes back onto the roller. Left leg floats up, tabletop, extend the left leg up. Now flex the foot on the way down to the high center right leg, and then point the foot up, flex the foot down, point the foot up, flex the foot down, point the foot up, flex the foot down, point the foot up. One more time, flex the foot down, point the foot up. Then the leg back to tabletop, foot goes back down, the hips up higher. This is where it changes. Right leg to tabletop, extend the right leg up. Now the right leg's going to drift over to the left, hips dip, bring it back to center. Hips are level. To the left and center. To the left, center. To the left, center. Last one, to the left, center. Bring the leg back to tabletop, foot goes back down, flip the hips up higher. Left leg, tabletop, extend the left leg up. Left leg drifts to the right, hips dip, and then center. Hips are level. To the right and center. To the right and center. Hips dip. To the right and center. Last one. To the right, center. Pause. Bring the leg back to tabletop. Foot goes back down. Put the hips up a little bit higher. Come all the way down. Lengthen out your legs. Internal, external rotation might feel good here. Maybe you're going to rock and roll the calves out. Maybe going to the backs of the thighs here. You're going to find what works for you. Maybe it's just a full collapse. Yeah, totally get it. All right. So you're going to take the ruler from underneath your legs if you're done with that. Hopefully you are. I'm going to bring your legs to tabletop. Now the ruler is going to go between the legs. And I'm going to push it forward so it passes my feet so I don't knock myself out with this front end of the roller. Hands behind the thighs, lower legs relax. Sorry, lower legs onto your tabletop. Take a deep inhale in here, exhale, nod the head. Send the thigh bones waist to roll yourself up, find your balance point position. Now, inhale in here, exhale, round yourself down, take the shape of legs with you, smooth rounding down wherever that is for you today. Legs travel with. Inhale in here, exhale again, nod the head, round the spine, send the thigh bones waist, roll yourself up. Yeah. Inhale in here, exhale, round yourself right back down and through. Inhale and exhale again, nod the head, round the spine, round yourself up. Inhale to hold, exhale, round yourself right back down. Flex your feet instead of holding onto the roller with your feet, flex your feet. So you're holding onto the knees, inner thighs, and ankles. Hopefully, exhale, round yourself up. Pause. Now, can you take that roller and place it to the side? Hands behind the thighs. Extend the right leg up and bring it back. Left leg up and bring it back. Left leg up again, bring it back, right leg up and bring it back. Both legs up and tabletop. Both legs up and tabletop. Both legs up, pull it, squeeze those inner thighs close together the best you can, release the arms forward. Then the legs back to tabletop, right foot down, lengthen out. One leg, lengthen out the other leg. Flex those feet, reach the arms up, flat back over, then round over when you need to find a forward fold, holding onto the soles of the feet, yoga toe lock, ankles, shins, thighs, maybe hands on the floor. Then you find what works for you. And then release and roll yourself up. Okay, so we're gonna come to an all fours position. I do want your roller close to you. So the first all fours, we'll do it without the roller. Then when we do our variation, we'll add the roller for a little bit of a stability challenge. But again, just know the roller may not work for everyone's wrist. You can do the same thing that we do with hands on the floor or the mat. So hands will go onto the floor or the mat. Shoulders will be right over the wrists. Knees are going to be underneath the hips, or thighs underneath the hips. So my knees should be 2-4 forward. I'm going to find a relative neutral position. I'm just going to go through some cat-cows or flexion and extension. So take a deep inhale in here. Excellent. I want you to drop your head, curl the tailbone, tuck under around the lower and upper spine. For you, we inhale back the head towards the tailbone towards the back of the head. Still scoop the belly to support this. Try not to crank the neck back. So find a relative extension here for you. Exhale, curl and around. Rib cage and lower back reaches up towards the ceiling. Inhale to arc, back the head toward the tailbone towards the back of the head. And again, exhale, curling around. So I'm not trying to crunch the neck as I go to this opposite action after this, right? So I'm dropping my head. As I lift my head up, back of the head towards the tailbone towards the back of the head, I'm not trying to throw my head back. I'm just trying to find a natural curve that works for me, extension-wise. Exhale, curling around. And then inhale to arc. So you're looking somewhat forward. Exhale, curling around. This is your last one. Then inhale to arc. Yeah, and then you can find your neutral position and then come off your hands. You need to rock and roll the wrist out, feel free, shake them out, whatever you need to do, because we are going to bring the roller back. Now the roller is going to be where our hands are at. So, and I promise to keep this more of a short set because it does get a little unstable here. And we are going to move our leg to that waving action, and our pelvis will move, and probably our spine will move here. So hands on the roller. You might even be like, oh no, not today, Blaine. Thanks a lot for this, but I won't do it. Notice that your torso is going to be higher. When I have you reach your leg back behind you, it may not feel as high as it should be or could be if your hands are on the floor, right? So you're going to go ahead and reach that right leg behind you. You swing that right leg over to the left and maybe toe tap down. Bring it around, bring it over to the right. Swing it around to the left and over to the right. So your arms might bend here a little bit. Your spine's going to move. You're going to feel like it's a big lizard's tail, or what I was saying on Monday, maybe a dragon's tail, or making a rainbow with the toe onto a chalkboard, right? Or something like that, right? Just swing back and forth. We'll be using this later on at the end of class. You'll see why we're doing this. And then you'll end to that right, bring the leg back behind you, bend the knee and place it back down. Adjust as necessary. Left leg goes out, left can go to the left, bring it up and around to the right. Up and around to the left. You might toe tap down, you might not, it's okay. Your arms might bend, that's fine. Hips and spine will move. You're gonna keep swinging that big lizard or dragon tail, or making that rainbow on that chalkboard with the toes. Yeah. And some movement here. One more time to the right. We'll end to the left. Bring that leg back, pull the knee in. From here, let's use this roller for a moment and press yourself into a child's pose. So forearms are on the roller. You're a little bit higher off the floor with your torso probably in your arms. And I think we're gonna go ahead and send that roller away. So just let it go. That might be it for the roller. I will give you an option for it if you need. So from here, I'm gonna have us come to either clasping the hands, making two fists, or one hand wraps around the fist. Yeah, elbows underneath the shoulder, what I would call a Sphinx position. Your legs will be behind you. And your legs will be in parallel, as close together that works for you. Some of us will be able to bring our legs together. Some of us might need a slight separation. Like me, I need a slight separation from here. Making that tripod type of position. You're gonna go ahead and allow your shoulders to drift up to the ears as you look somewhat forward. And then you're gonna press the shoulders away. So as I let my shoulders drift up to the ears, my chest and torso descends towards the mat. So I press into my forearms, my shoulders drop down away from my ears and I rise up out of that. Shoulders elevate to the ears and press down. Scoop the belly in. Shoulders to the ears and press down. Yeah, that's how strong we want to work. Shoulders to the ears, press down. We want to keep pressing down on the mat there. Now hold that position, legs are still in parallel. We do a range of motion that works for you. You're gonna kick your right foot towards your booty any amount, wherever that is. You probably won't touch your booty, it's fine. Place it back down. Left foot in to your booty and back down. We go to the right and down. Try to keep the pelvis and torso stable. Left and down, right and down, left and down. Pause. Now we do 2 pulses with pointed foot. Pulse, pulse, and down. Left. Pulse, pulse, and down. It's 2 small kicks. Right, right, and down. Left, left, and down. Right, right, and down. Left, left, and down. Now we do a point and flex. Point, flex a foot for the pulse, point it back down. Still 2 kicks. Left, point, flex, pulse, point it back down. Right, flex, point it down. Left, flex, point it down. Right, flex, point it down. Left, flex, point it down. Last set. Right, flex, point it down. Left, flex, point it down. Pause. Open up your elbows to the side. Flatten out your hands one on top of the other, forward hand across hands like a pillow. Let's go ahead and turn those legs out for a moment. You can rock the pelvis back and forth here. This will be a short set. Find the stillness of your pelvis. Tone the glutes, lift the lower legs off the mat so the lower legs are long, and just tap the heels in and out. Tap, 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 tap. So in and out. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Keep tapping. Hamstrings, glutes, inner thighs. Relax the legs back down and rock your pelvis back and forth. Take your bottom hand, bring it to the top. Find stillness in the pelvis. Legs are still turned out. Lift up both legs off the mat and take 20 swimming legs from the glutes and the thighs and swim. And swim. And swim, and swim, and swim, and swim, and swim. And swim. And swim. And swim, and swim, and swim, and swim, and swim. And swim. And swim. Relax the legs, rock your pelvis back and forth. And then from here, you're going to press yourself into a child's pose, toes together, knees apart. You can also come to cat pose, come to seated pose. Find a release here that works for you. And breathe. Yeah. And then you're going to take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, you're going to roll up through the base of the spine, 1 vertebra at a time. The head's going to be last to arrive. Shoulders float down the back, chin begins parallel to the ground, and then you can work yourself up to standing. We'll do our standing work here. If you feel a little unbalanced, you can use your roller when we get to the more of the balance stuff. You probably need to send the roller to the side as we do these leg swings. You just don't want to click the roller. I feel like you may not need it, but if you do, it's there. I'm not going to demonstrate it, but I just want to pull it out. First, we're going to start with just 5 functional parallel squats. So it's going to be a moderate squat. I'm going to reach your arms forward, keep your gaze forward. Find that functional parallel position with your feet and your legs. Deep inhale in here. Exhaling to squat down moderately, knees track over the second and third toes, looking straight ahead and stand all the way back up. We got 5 of these, that was 1. We squat down, here's 2. We squat down, there's 3. Here's 4, scoop the belly, stand all the way back up. And here's 5, and all the way back up. Shake that out. Okay, so that's just to warm for the legs. We're gonna do a curtsy lunge. Now, curtsy lunge, I usually do a prayer position, and then I start to let my arms fly around. So whatever choreography you wanna do with your hands and your arms is fine. But I'm gonna take my right leg, and we'll start a little bit wider than that functional parallel position. I'm gonna send this right leg behind me, bring my arms forward. I'm gonna lunge down any amount and step back down. Left leg goes, lunge, and then come right back up. And it's any amount, right? Notice how my hips also swivel a little bit. And I'll do this slightly profile. And then I lean slightly forward, right? One more time each side, to the right, and up, to the left, and up. And you might see why that roller in front of you could be really good, because you could just do that, yeah? However, on this next one, they'll be a little bit different. So you still have that wideish position. We'll add a little bounce challenge in between. So you're gonna swing, just like we did in the beginning of class, swing the right leg forward. You're gonna swing it back, curtsy lunge. Stand right back up. Left leg swings forward, left leg swings back, curtsy lunge, and stand up. Right and back, curtsy and up. Left and back, curtsy and up. Right and back, curtsy and up. Left, back, curtsy and up. Pause. Now I'm gonna do multiple leg swings. Really, it's only gonna be 2 sets. So you stay up, right leg swings forward, right leg swings back. Right leg swings forward. As it swings back, curtsy lunge and up. Left leg swings and back, swings, back, curtsy lunge and up. Right leg swings and back, swings, curtsy lunge and up. Left and back, left, curtsy lunge. Now we got 3 of them. I'm gonna stand. You do right, 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 right. One more time. Forward, back, curtsy, and up. Left, forward, back. 2 more. Forward, back, forward. It goes back, curtsy, lunge, and up. Right leg forward and back, forward and back. Third and back, curtsy, and up. Left leg forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, curtsy lunge and stand, shake it out. Right now, it's like, what? All right, so we're gonna move on to our planks. I'm gonna encourage us to do a full arm, straight arm plank. You can also do this in the forearms. It's up to you. If you have sensitive wrist, you might wanna do that. And if you really wanna be on your mat, it's a good place to do that too. If you can pull it out. I'm not gonna be on my mat. However, there's gonna be a point where I'm actually gonna swing my leg out and in, working on that demon variation. All right, so we'll stand to the back of the mat, functional parallel position with the feet and legs, reach the arms up. You're gonna dive yourself forward. Keep the legs long. You might need to bend your legs a little or a lot, depending where you go, and you'll walk your hands forward, and you're gonna find your plank. From our feet and our ankles and our toes, you're gonna rock forward, back and forth for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now right leg crosses over left. We got 5 rocks back and forth on left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the right leg's gonna open up to the right and bring it back to alignment. Open up and back. Open and back. Open, back, foot goes down. Left leg crosses over right. Rock back and forth in that right foot and ankle. Forward, 4, 3, 2, 1. That left leg flows and it opens and closes. Open and close. Open and close. Open and close. Place the foot down. Hold here. Breathe. Gently place those knees down. Find yourself into a child's pose. Chest together, knees apart. Cat pose can also work. Seated pose could also be your jam. Find where you need to go. Deep inhale in here. Exhale. Walk the hands over to the right. Stretching out the left of the waist, left of the ribs. Breathe to that side. Deep inhale in here. Exhale. Walk the hands back to the center line. Deep inhale in here, exhale, walk the hands over to the left, stretching at the right side of the waist, right side of the ribs, breathe to that side. Walk the hands back to the center line, and then widen the stance of the arms and hands here, maybe making a V position. Press your hands on the floor, send your booty down towards your heels if you're in child's pose. You're in cat pose, the lower and upper spine will reach up towards the ceiling. In a seated pose, you probably rock behind your sit bones a little bit. Wherever you're at, start to walk the hands back towards yourself and you roll yourself up to an upright torso posture. Yeah, either standing onto your heels, maybe you're standing on your knees, maybe you come all the way up to standing if that's what you need. On that upright posture, take your inhales to the sides and the backs of the ribs. And your exhale, scoop the belly up and in, elongate the spine, shoot the crown of the head to the ceiling. Inhaling, get into the sides and the back. And then exhale, sink the belly, draw the navel up and in, elongate the spine. Next, inhale, shrug the shoulders up to the ears, no shoulder shrug. On the exhale, you slide the shoulder blades down the body gently, not trying to shove them down. And as you do that, scoop the belly up and in, elongate the spine to the crown of the head through the ceiling, get into your tall posture. If you're ready, coming onto your knees, so that works better. Oh, let's come onto your knees. Anyway, if you might already be there. All right, I'm gonna bring one leg forward. I'm gonna bring my left leg forward because I did my right leg on Monday. I'm gonna curl the back toes under. So I'm in a 90-90 lunge. I can place my hands on my thighs, need some support. I can also use a wall. Maybe I'll bring a roller or a chair. Otherwise, I'll just drop my arms down by the side, send my weight into my front foot. And then can I stand up and bring the other foot next to it? Standing upright, deep inhale in here. And then on the exhale, without losing any height, but keeping the shoulders relaxed, exhale all the air out. Very good, you are done. And I'm gonna stop the recording, hopefully, and not end class abruptly.